Carbon neutral. What does that even mean? We're dealing with fog this morning. It has lifted some. About an hour ago, the visibility was only about a half a mile. So it's going to be another late start today for cutting soybeans. We're going to move the combine this morning, get everything ready, but yeah, it's going to be a while. And the forecast is for overcast skies today, highs in the low 70s. So yeah, I'm not even sure if these clouds are going to break up today, but we'll see. But the next couple days, highs in the low 70s. I think tomorrow, Saturday, is going to be better. Let's get the show on the road. Hey, the wheat is liking this warmer weather because it's given it a chance to get out of the ground and get some growth on it. So yeah, it's looking pretty good for this time of the year. Yeah, as you can see or not see, it's a little foggier up here on this farm. We can't even see to the end of the field. I don't think we're cutting soybeans today based on what I'm seeing. It is 9:45 now, and with the forecast being overcast today, wind hasn't picked up yet. Yeah, looks like it's going to be an odd job day. I've got oil to change in my truck. I'll find a few other things to do if we can't cut. It's been, what, about 24 hours, less than 24 hours since I've had a rant. Yeah, it's time for a rant. So I just finished changing the oil in that truck, and I think I already mentioned about this Pennzoil and how it was full synthetic but yet natural gas in it. So this is the old box that I had. I still had 4 quarts of oil left in this box. So I wanted to use this before the other box, but I did not realize until today that oil actually has an expiration date, used by January 2024. But that's not my rant. So this is the old oil bottle here from this box. This is the new oil that I just spent, what, $15.44 a quart for. Look at the difference in the labels here. carbon neutral. So they've updated the label to carbon neutral. Number one, what does that even mean? It's oil, for God's sakes. But number two, the marketing of this, the people that they're marketing to, they don't care about carbon neutral, because look, right here on the label, it says exclusively recommended for SRT vehicle engines. SRT, I believe, stands for Street Racing Technology. So if people have an SRT engine, are they really worried about carbon neutral? I don't think they are. But I'm sure this is all part of being woke. Pennzoil, Quaker State, I think Pennzoil and Quaker State are combined. It's all about being woke. It's all about getting their ESG score, right? And environment, social, and governance score, yes. And so somehow they've come up with carbon, that they can put a carbon neutral label on this oil. And to think somebody was paid to come up with this, and then the whole redesign of the label, that's not cheap to go in and redesign. And so now they've added another color. Green was not on the label before, so the printing costs just went up. So the $15.44 I'm paying for this new label and for them to be carbon neutral. What the hell is wrong with this country? I don't get it. Elections, that's why it is important to vote. So vote November 8th. I have nothing more to say about that. Shocking. That's what today is. I am playing electrician today. The outlet that we had here for our fuel pumps had gone bad. It had just broken up and rusted out and gone bad. So I'm finally going to replace it today while I'm waiting for the wind to pick up here and for soybeans to dry off. But it's turned into a show here, because the box that was on here, that was bad. I knew the outlet itself was bad, so I'd already gotten a new outlet. But no, as I got into it, I had to replace the box. So I had to go to the local hardware store and get box, and of course that didn't match what we had, so I had to get more pieces. So let me get this back together and see how many times I can get shocked doing this. Ah, hell. I got the wrong cover. This is not going to work for a GFI receptacle. So back to the hardware store I go, but I can check this out to see if it works without the cover. Aha, it works. We can get fuel now. This is just unbelievable weather. It is Saturday afternoon, November 5th. You see I'm in short sleeves. I just checked the temperature at my weather station. 74 degrees. November 5th, 74 degrees. We've got a breeze, you can probably hear it. We've got a breeze from the south going maybe about 10 miles an hour. Yesterday, Friday, I did not cut any beans. That fog just screwed the whole day up. Sun didn't come out until about 3 o'clock. Maybe I could have gotten out here about 4 o'clock, maybe got an hour in, but the bean itself is still a little damp. I'm gonna Well, these geese, they're somewhat confused. They want to go south. Nope, they want to go west. Maybe they want to turn around and go north. They're really not sure. This weather has got them all confused. So yeah, we had a heavy dew this morning. You know, by 10 o'clock this morning, it was almost 70 degrees, about 65 degrees. Just crazy. I'm going to give them a try. I just checked a couple of pods. I can get them out of the pods, but the soybean is itself still has some moisture in it. But there's a few more geese over there. They're confused as well. But with this wind blowing, sun shining, they'll keep drying out. So let's give it a shot, see what happens here. Okay, finally these things have straightened down and dried off. The first hour, they just weren't cutting too well. My yield loss monitor was doing a lot of fluctuating, but finally I think we're okay now. These are the soybeans I planted behind wheat, so they are what we call double crop soybeans. I'm hoping for 30 bushels to the acre. We'll see once we finish this field how they're doing. As you're looking at them, you're probably thinking like I am and saying, wow, these should be doing better than 30 bushels to the acre. But no, when you really get out and examine them, the first 6 or 8 inches of the stalk, there's no soybeans on them. We had a spell with temperatures 95 to 100 degrees, and those first 6 to 8 inches, it just aborted the pods because it was too hot. And then there's a lot of other pods with only 2 beans in a pod. based on my back of the napkin calculation, just about 30 bushels to the acre in that field. Maybe a little bit more than that. Well, not sure if you can see it, but there's a sundog there in the sky. The old-timers said that is a sign of rain in, what, 24 hours now? On my phone, there's no rain in the forecast until Thursday, I think it is. But on the radio station about an hour ago, I'm listening to a Virginia station, and they did say, I thought I heard them say a chance of rain tomorrow. So, I don't know. I'll turn the radio back on and listen for that forecast again and see if that's really what they said. But who knows at this point? My gosh, as soon as that sun went behind the clouds, I started leaving a few messes out here where it just wanted to push up on that header and not feed through it properly. The humidity is really what has slowed things down a little bit today. I can look across the river and you can just see that humidity there. My weather station had a high of about 77 degrees today. I think at one point I looked, the humidity was about 75%. I just heard the forecast again on the radio. So this is the Virginia station, which is about, I would say it's about 60 miles to the northwest of me. And they said cloudy tomorrow, highs near 80 with the chance of rain. So I do see a little bit on the radar. Maybe it's gonna stay to the west of us because my WeatherBug app says nothing about rain tomorrow. It says mostly sunny. Highs about 75, so we'll see. I've got the truck loaded here. I've got the combine just about loaded. I'll dump the truck in the bin this evening, and we'll see what tomorrow brings on whether I'll be able to cut or not. Okay, I think I'm going to end this video right here, so I'm going to say see ya.